everyone, my name is Natalie and welcome to or back to my channel. So, I have been away for another very long break. I think I've just come to a conclusion now that because of how my life is, I'm never going to be able to have a proper upload schedule. It is just going to be when I have the time to film. And I think my last video was in October, maybe August, I don't remember. But it was a while ago, and yeah, life's never easy. It always throws something at you. In my case, it's thrown several things at me. I'm fine health-wise, it's been a lot of like family issues and yeah, it's just been a time. But I am back and I've missed this so much, so let's get right back into the swing of things with a book haul. Now, the first book I'm going to haul is a bit different. I don't usually haul like cookbooks, but I went to a second-hand shop with my mum and my aunt and I found this. It was printed in the 1970s and it's the Pooh cookbook inspired by Winnie the Pooh and the House at Pooh Corner by A.A. Milne. And the recipes are by Katie Stewart, illustrated by Ernest H. Shepherd. I've had a flick through this. It seems really interesting, although I think it definitely speaks to the type of things we do have in here. For instance, what was a particular, like peppermint creams, coconut ice. I feel like they're a very like 70s like recipe, 70s thing. So that's going to be interesting, but I do want to make these. Oh, one thing, I've just spotted down here, because we did have a flick through as I've said. You can make drinks in this, so there's some drinks recipes. Now bear in mind, this is kind of a kid's book, it's aimed at kids, but again, it was written in the 1970s. There is a cider cup for a party, and in this recipe it calls for half a bottle of cider. So I think it definitely speaks to its time, the type of recipes that are in here. But I see if I have a go, I'll flip through them. Actually, I do have a kind of idea for this channel that I wanted to run by you all. Let me know if you like this, but I really want to start making recipes either inspired by books or inspired by things we read in books, or recipes inspired by books. So for instance, this is about Winnie the Pooh. Would you guys be interested in seeing me like making these and me doing cooking videos for recipes regarding books? Let me know down below if that's something you'd be interested in seeing. The next book we have is just to add to my collection, and that is Jingo, Terry Pratchett. I am collecting the Discworld novels because I want to read them, obviously. But I also want to collect the older editions, so like these particular paperback ones I love, so I'm just scouting around all the charity shops to try and find them. I don't know where this one comes in. Like I said, I'm just collecting them as and when I see them, and if I recognise I don't own it. Now, this next one was an impulse purchase, was a complete impulse purchase. I got a Waterstones voucher for Christmas, went in and I was just looking around at all the books, and there's been one that keeps coming across my TikTok page, and that is The Complete Brambly Hedge by Jill Barklem. I remember this series from when I was a kid. More particularly, I'm sure they made a TV series of this, and I do remember sitting down and reading this with my mum as well, and I love how, oh my god, just look at the illustrations. And I've been trying to collect more kind of childhood books, so I can't wait to read these. And the good thing about this collection is they're all different seasons, so I figured what I'm going to do is as we get into spring, I'll read the spring one, then I'll read the summer one in summer, and yeah, so that's just my own little project that I'm doing. But yeah, I kept seeing this, and then when I saw it on the shelves I had to buy it. I don't think, oh yeah, so under the dust jacket it's literally just the same thing. That's kind of cool. Okay, another one. I went shopping a couple of months ago. It was just a normal food shop, and I wandered down the book aisle as you sometimes do, And I saw this and I don't know what made me pick it up. Actually, no, incorrect. I do know what made me pick it up. It's because it had moon in the title and moon on the cover. And this is Follow the Moon by James Norbury. I'm not gonna lie, I just know that this is kind of like a children's novel, and these are the illustrations inside. Got no idea what it's about. I didn't even read the back of it, to be perfectly honest. I just saw Follow the Moon and I picked it up. So on the back it says, there are times when we have done everything we can do. Then we must learn to step back and allow the universe to play out in all its unfathomable wonder. Lost and alone, Amaya, the young pup, wanders deep in the silence of mountains until a dramatic encounter with a wolf changes everything. Together the unlikely pair embark on an unforgettable journey to follow the moon. As they make their way through day and night in the winter forest, they learn profound lessons about love, sacrifice, and the importance of embracing change. Okay, not gonna lie, that actually sounds amazing, and it sounds like it's gonna be really sweet. So yeah, Follow the Moon was the next one I bought. Also, I've had these sat waiting to be hauled for a while, and they're covered in dust, and I'm wearing black leggings, and it's not a good mix. The next one I have, I'm very excited about this one. I haven't yet read it, but it is Bringer of Dust by J.S.M. Miro, and this is a sequel to The Ordinary. I really enjoyed The Ordinary. I'm not gonna lie, it's been a while since I last read it, so it has gone out of my mind a bit, but I remember enjoying it. It's very intricate, and yeah. I didn't actually know this one was coming out. Again, I went wandering into Waterstones and saw it on the shelf, and I immediately picked it up. So, because I had no idea the sequel was coming out. Okay, this next one, my mum actually gave me to read, so I've not actually bought this one, and it is The Midnight Library by Matt Haig. I know quite about this book because obviously a few years ago, everybody, everyone was talking about it. And my mum read it and she really enjoyed it. I've read a few other of Matt Haig's works. Oh my god, I cannot say this person's name for anything. And I really enjoyed this, and this one is very interesting. So if you've read or heard of Matt Haig, all his books centre around mental illness. So Matt Haig himself dealt with depression, and this is also a book that deals with that. It also deals with suicide as well, but it's done in such an interesting way. Basically, a woman goes to commit suicide. I believe she jumps off a building, but on the way down, as she reaches each floor, I don't know if I'm going to explain this right, she encounters what life would have been like for her if she had taken different choices, which I think is incredibly interesting, because I always think about, oh, I wonder if I'd done that, I wonder if that would have happened, oh, I wonder if I'd taken this job, if this would have happened. So that is fascinating me, and I'm really intrigued to read this. And like I said, my mum read it and she really liked it as well, so we'll see how I go with this one. I don't know how well you guys know me on this channel. I mean, I know I've been making videos for quite a while, but one of my favourite films of all time, certainly my favourite Disney film, is The Nightmare Before Christmas. Oh my god, my mind blanked. See, I'm so not used to this anymore. My mind just went blank. It's The Nightmare Before Christmas. And again, this was another one where I went to do a food shop, and the book was there. And that is Sally's Laminate, A Twisted Tale novel by Marie Mancusi. I'm sure I've butchered that, I do apologise. And this basically, they've done a whole range of the Twisted Tale novels, but I'm not gonna lie, this has kind of been one of the only ones I've been interested in reading. I can't remember if they do an Alice in Wonderland as well. If they do, then I'd definitely be interested in reading that, but this is the one I've seen that has kind of caught my eye. And this basically tells a tale as if what would have happened if it was Sally that discovered Christmas Town and not Jack. And I absolutely love that concept. I read, oh, what was it called? It's up there somewhere. Long Live the Pumpkin Queen. I can't remember who it's by, but it's on my shelf up there somewhere. And that tells a tale of what happened after The Night Before Christmas. So clearly I'm on a kick at the moment, so if people could keep bringing out books like this, I would be very appreciative. Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, I do not remember this book at all. I'm assuming I either got it for Christmas or my mum had it and gave it to me because it's a Christmas book. And this is Jenny Colgan, Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. Midnight at the Christmas Bookshop. I don't recognise this cover at all. It was in my pile. I'm going to have to read what this is about now. Carmen is at a loose end. Her gorgeous Edinburgh bookshop is being used as a film set. She has been outset from her sister's house and the love of her life has just flown thousands of miles away. It's threatening to be a very unjolly Christmas indeed. But when the elderly owner of the shop comes to Carmen with a Christmas wish that threatens never to come true, Carmen knows she must buckle down to get the funds to save not only his trip, but the shop itself. With the clock ticking and with the help of her nieces and nephew, and a distraught, cute male nanny, Carmen might still make this Christmas the most wonderful time of the year. I'm not going to lie, that's not ringing a bell at all. I do not remember getting this book, but I do, and I guess that will be my December read. But yeah, I don't remember getting this book at all. Next up we have, I think you're going to see a theme here. This is another book I found while I was out doing a food shop, and that is The Secret Ingredient by Sue Heath. My mum actually borrowed this book, so I bought this book a while ago, but my mum borrowed it first because she liked the sound of it, and so I've just gotten it back. This is about our main character, Kate. I believe something tragic has happened to her. I can't remember if she's just lost her partner or a family member, or if she just lost a job, but something's happened, and it's been 3 years since the incident, and since then she hasn't really cooked, she hasn't been herself, she hasn't been doing her hobbies, she's just kind of lost herself. And this book follows her journey to get back into the kitchen, hence The Secret Ingredient, and it also follows her finding herself again. So I think this would also be a book that has recipes in it as well. So again, it's one of those where if you want to see me make videos about cooking, then let me know. Okay, the next book I picked up in a second-hand bookshop, and it's one that's been out for the longest time. It is Troy by Stephen Fry. I love any type of mythological and fairy tales and all those kind of things and legends. So I read, what's this other one? Mythos by Stephen Fry back in 2020 during the pandemic, and I've now picked up Troy, and I can't wait to read this because I really enjoyed his other one, because I, like so many people, I kind of know the story of Troy, but I've never read it. It's kind of like I know of it and I know enough of it that I can kind of piece together the story in my mind, but I've never sat down, or at least I don't think I have, and read the tale. So this is going to be a very interesting one. And the last book in this book haul is one that I cannot believe came out, and that is Think Again by Jacqueline Wilson. This is not really a sequel, but it's kind of a continuation of the Girls trilogy that she had. I think actually no, there were 4 books. So the Girls series that she had. Now those came out when I was like very young, and I read them as like a preteen, and I absolutely loved them. And this follows our characters as they're now all grown up, as they're adults, as they're my age, and actually I think they're a bit older than me, but I cannot wait to read this. Like I said, it came out a while ago, I haven't had a chance to read it yet, but I am so excited for this one. And yeah, I can't believe Jacqueline Wilson is writing adult novels. Oh, speaking of this, sorry, I'm just gonna have to geek out for a minute, but yeah, looking forward to this one. But yesterday she announced, or at least yesterday for me, she announced that she is doing a sequel to The Illustrated Mum. That book as a kid was my most favourite Jacqueline Wilson book. That is one I read. It was that one and Midnight. Those two I reread and reread and reread. I love them. And she's doing a sequel to The Illustrated Mum where the characters are all grown up and we're following their stories and we're seeing what's happening. And I cannot tell you how excited I am for that book. It's, oh my god, it's just, in the last few years, things that were books that were waiting for when I was a teenager have happened. I mean, in 2020 we had Midnight Sun come out. We've now had Think Again. Jacqueline Wilson is doing a one for The Illustrated Mum. Like right now, my teenage self is so happy with all these books. It's like healing something in me and I cannot wait to read them. Those are all the books that I've hauled recently. Yeah, I'm gonna do my best to get videos out because, like I said, I've missed doing this so much, and with the nicer weather coming in England, it should be easier to film now because I have a big lovely window here that gets all the light. So yeah, thank you so much for watching and I'll see you later. Bye!